I'm Ellen Gunning, and my business is the PUR Training Academy. I'm also a member of the Executive Committee of EDEL, the European Association of Distance Learning, and it's my pleasure to present this series of interviews with EDEL members and give you an opportunity to learn a little bit more about them. Today, I'm chatting with Giuseppe Cofone from AlterEdu. Giuseppe, thanks for joining me.
Hello, thank you for inviting me.
Lovely to speak with you. Now, your business is based in Calabria, in Italy. It started off as Futuro Digitale, a social promotion agency, and became AlterEdu. Tell me about AlterEdu.
Yeah.
What's the organization like?
Yes, our story, as you say, starts in a region where there is a strong need for digital and reduction of digital gap. In fact, this is the case of Calabria, the region we come from, where there is an excellent need for digital education. And Calabria, in fact, in addition to being last in Europe in terms of digital skills, is sadly at the top of the European ranking also for the high number of young needs. The people not in education, employment, and training. So from here, we felt the need to do something concrete, trying to give a boost to young Italians. And thus was born the idea of creating AlterEdu, a startup with a high social impact created in a small village in province of Cosenza, with the aim of providing skills and certification to young Italians and making them competitive in the job market. AlterEdu, in its course catalog, offers numerous courses exclusively with the certification, dedicated to anyone who wants to expand their skills, reach their CV, or get points for competitions. So this is the resume of AlterEdu.
So you were really born out of a need to provide education within your area. You said the highest area of poor digital skills in Europe and high unemployment. So your target market then is it mostly young people, or is it a broad mix of ages?
No, it's mixed, because of course we start to help the youngsters, but we are open to all of age. To everyone needs to get a certification for to find a job or to improve his actual job. So we are open to all. Of course, not just in Calabria, but in all of Italy.
And are your courses all fully online, or are they blended? Do you do some face-to-face? How do you teach?
Of course, we provide only online courses because we think that is the best way to permit the students to learn and to get, of course, certification, because it is the best and the easiest way. Because due to its flexibility, it's possible to learn everywhere and when the student can. So we are completely focused on the learning that are on video lessons or just slide with audio.
And I know that when you're providing the courses, your website says that all of your courses are certified. They're certified by a number of different agencies, I presume.
Yes, of course, because we choose the partner with we collaborate for every sector of every sector job. So we choose the partner that can get the certificate, and we put the courses in our platform to give the certificate to our students.
And your courses are very broad ranging. You don't specialize in any one particular area. Do you work from a list of skills that government says are needed, or do you just work from a list of practical skills that you can actually train in?
Our mission is to become the Amazon of certificate courses.
I love a company with ambition. Yeah.
It's a very big ambition, of course, in Italy. And so what we want to do is when a person needs a certification, we want that the person know that if he or she go to our platform, she can find the certification that she need. So this is our mission. For this reason, we try to include the most possible number of certification.
And in terms of marketing what you do, have you many competitors who do the same thing, that broad sweep, or are your competitors in more niche areas?
There is a lot of competitors, but there is no much competitor in the certification sector, because we know that in these years there is a lot of platform that wants to give online courses, but the completely number of these is just courses without certification. So what differentiates us is the possibility to have the certification. So there is not much competitors in this way.
I know it's very strong on your website that every course that you take with us is a certified course. It's very clear that you're dealing with a very legitimate organization. In terms of a marketing challenge, then, how do you market your organization? Because you're dealing with every type of course imaginable, and you're dealing with men and women from 18 to 60. So how do you market? How do you meet that challenge?
Yes, it's not quite simple, but the challenge of this new year is to try to give our courses to companies, so the companies can permit their employees to get certification, so to do a jump in their career in the company. So I think this is our market challenge of this year.
It's a very clever way to go after a market, to actually have the courses within the company, so they're approved by the company HR or whoever, and the employees simply choose which courses will be of most benefit to them. Yeah, very smart. So in terms of, is that a change that came about because of COVID, because of the lockdown, or is that the way the business would have developed anyway, do you think?
Because of the pandemic, we had the possibility to improve our evaluation of the market. In fact, as we know, due to the lockdown, we had the possibility to pass more time at home than before, as we know. So a lot of people took advantage of the situation to learn something new online and get, of course, a certification. So we tried to do the best for help the people in the lockdown. We launched a new initiative of free courses with the possibility to get a certificate in accordance with the law. So that the people could take advantage of this situation to get a certificate and prepare themselves to be more competitive in the world of work once the lockdown was over.
And I presume the main idea behind that was to get people more engaged so that they continue to do more than one course with you. What's the average number of courses that people take with you? Or do they come back to, they do one course and say, I have my certificate, goodbye, thank you? Or do they come back and do some every year, or 2 or 3?
A lot of them return to us to ask new certificate because maybe they have a certificate that is over, so they need to renew it, and so they recall us to have a new certificate. Or maybe if they know that there is a friend or something, how to say, that need a certificate, they can suggest AlterEdu to their friends to take the certificate with us.
And I presume you mind your people very carefully. So have you have somebody, I think, on your team who looks after customer service? So the feedback you get from customers, does that actually change either the courses that you offer or the content of the courses that you offer?
As we know, the business model of AlterEdu is an e-commerce. And as we know, the customer care is the most important service that the e-commerce need to offer to his customer. So we have two girls completely dedicated to help the customer. In particular, first to buy the course, because they want to know more information if the certificate is suited for them, etc. So for us, it is completely important to give importance to the customer service, and of course also to help the customer after the purchase. We can help during the study of the lessons.
I'm actually thinking as you're speaking, there are probably three key elements to providing courses for people. One is the quality content, and you choose who you work with carefully, so you know you're buying in good quality content for your people. The second is your customer service, and you've two girls who do customer service. The third is data. I presume you spend a lot of time looking at analytics and who's coming onto your site and where they're coming from. How important is that to your business?
We live with analytics because, as we know, a startup has the analytic inside, because we can take a decision just after studying the data. So we are completely data driven, and we took the decision just thanks to the data. So we study Google a lot and Facebook and all the social to understand what the people want and what people ask to us. So we try to give them what they need.
And I presume your market is mostly in Italy. You're starting with dominating, becoming the Amazon of Italy first, and then moving to the rest of the world. From an EDEL point of view, the European Association of Distance Learning, what's the benefit to AlterEdu of being a member of EDEL?
Of course, this association can help us in the networking to collaborate with other platforms like us around Europe. So to try to have the best practices to implement in our country, and at the same time to give AlterEdu the best practice to implement in Europe.
So it's very much with an eye to incorporating European standards into the high standards that you already have in Italian online learning.
Yes, and we take the European standard in our company.
Giuseppe, I want you to come back in probably less than 5 years' time and tell me how you became the Amazon of courses. But for now, thank you. I really enjoyed that chat. Thank you so much. Well, now, I'm Ellen Gunning. My business is the PR Training Academy, and you've been listening to an interview with Giuseppe Cofone from AlterEdu. I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as I did, and that you've learned from some of the wonderful insights that he has shared. Until the next time, stay safe. Goodbye. Essential online training solutions for communications professionals, the PR Training Academy.